All right, we're on.
We're live.
Hello there.
Welcome to the Top Fucks.
What's up?
Top fuck, get fucked.
Today. Wait, how you guys doing, boys? Before we start, how you guys doing?
I'm doing a little better.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
how about you, man?
You know, I'm always surprised they pay me to do this. So.
Who's paying?
Wait, we're getting paid?
That's what I'm saying. Like shit.
Not yet. We will.
So today, I want to talk about something that's a little serious.
No more balls.
No more balls and barbecue sauce.
We're getting serious on this.
Un-
No balls and honey and condiments.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to get into some of this shit.
No more testicles?
No more testicles. Fuck. I mean, never know. You never know.
There'll be more testicle talk in the future.
You never know. You never know with this kind of shit, man.
Testicles.
It's busting all of our balls here. Fuck. We're talking about CBDCs. The good old CBDCs. I don't know if you've heard about that shit in the news recently, but it's been popping up a lot. And there's a lot of confusion. Hell, even I was confused exactly on how this shit was. Like, I know what it is, but I didn't know exactly what it was, right? But after some research, I'm like, okay, I see where the fear is coming from now. But it was also pretty hard while researching to sort of like separate the fear mongering from the like matter of fact what the fuck is this kind of thing, right? Okay. But CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency.
Okay.
Stands for Central Bank Digital Currency.
I was thinking you were talking about something weed related.
No,
I at first
CBD.
did too, yeah.
CBD company or some shit.
Yeah.
CBD. What's this extra C at the end?
Yeah.
Right. Fuck.
But okay, but the CBDC is basically it's cryptocurrency, right? But instead of it being decentralized, it's centralized.
Uh-oh.
Meaning now
Enough said. That's not good.
Now from it being owned by no one, it's owned by one entity, which is
BlackRock.
Uncle
the central
Sam.
bank.
Oh.
Which of course they can delegate the permissions
Yeah.
to change and edit anything to like other people, right? So they can spread out the delegations and permissions to anyone else. So it could not just be the central bank, aka the Fed.
Yeah.
But it could also be other entities.
Is this global or are we talking?
So this is relative only to the states, but
Of course they're going to try and push it out everywhere.
of course, but here's the thing: every country, a good amount of countries, are also coming out with their own CBDC.
Did the idea start in Sweden, didn't it? This whole like credit system thing, and it terribly failed there, right?
I'm not sure. I think it started somewhere out in Europe, like the very first ones. I'm not sure if it's Sweden, but it's one of those like Nordic spaces.
Yeah.
But Ukraine had a pilot I know of. Sweden, I think, also has some form of it. A lot more African countries are taking like that into consideration. I know Canada has its pilot program already on the way.
Why would they want to do this? Explain the benefits.
So, their benefits, basically, their reasons for doing this is basically to protect their currency or whatever. At least that's what the Americans are saying, right?
Yeah.
They want to protect the dollar, right?
Like going away from the dollar?
In a sense, yes, but in a sense, no. Because, like, they want to keep control. Right, because like with the rise of cryptocurrencies, it showed that there's a threat to the centralized power of the dollar.
Yeah.
Right. So this is when they started gaining ideas about creating this CBDC and shit.
Yeah.
Because the difference between the CBDC and stuff like cryptocurrency is like, you know what cryptocurrencies are. Like they're like something like Bitcoin. It's like there's a public ledger, right? And then everyone on each road is everyone's name that's using it, right? Every wallet, right? and basically everyone can see the transactions that are going through, and everyone can see how much are in each wallet, right? But with the CBDC, it's a private ledger. So there's only one person that can see everything. And that one person can also edit the stuff on there on each individual like line, and can edit who has permission to see it, like kind of like an Excel sheet. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. So
they can just take your money.
they can erase your money at will. They can add in money. They can delete the wallet. They can, it's up to them.
No,
pretty much.
No shit.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
So you don't comply with the rules.
So that's more control, like
that's just more control over
to the central bank.
Yeah.
They give so much crap to China, but they're doing the same shit.
They're doing the exact same thing. No, but China is being praised though. It's like individual people are like dogging on China. Like, this is fucked. This is fucked up. But the people up in government, they're praising the fuck out of China for this model.
Yeah.
And are basically incorporating it into their own model. They're seeing China as the model to do this shit with.
China's got the social credit stuff.
Yeah. And even India is doing this thing too.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And India is also praised for like incorporating a lot of the people who didn't really fuck with banks to go into their system. Because that's also another thing that they want too. They want to, because like when you put your money into the bank, that's more money going into like into the circulation of that kind of thing. And so they want more and more people to be banked, sort of. There's the banked and then there's the unbanked, right?
Unbanked.
Even though like if it was up to us, right?
So you're talking about like the Mr. Krabs out there that got all their money in a mattress. Like really, really like.
There's some people like that, but there's also like people who only delegate in cash and don't really have an ample amount of money to even put their shit in the bank. It's just like, oh, I have a good amount of money. I'm just gonna keep it under my pillow because no one's stealing shit from me. I'm out in the woods. Kind of shit, right?
Okay.
It's people like that that are in the rural areas that have no needs for banks.
Yeah.
That they're trying to get, right? All they need is a fucking phone to get to get that fucking CBDC shit.
Right.
So that's what India was praised for in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
But moving everybody to that kind of system would take a while.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, they've been. That's why they're starting now and getting like sort of like the engines going a little bit. So I mean, they got pilot programs, which is what the U.S. is working on now, which is their pilot program is called Fed Now. And Fed Now for right now, it only acts as a sort of like 24/7 instant bill payments and money transfer system. And it has
like a Cash App.
It's basically like a Venmo or a Cash App kind of thing, right? But I guess created by the Fed, right? And this will be we're all assuming that it's just going to be laying the groundwork for the CBDCs.
Well, how would they even transition into that without destroying the dollar?
So they're gonna do it gradually. They'll probably like
are they gonna possibly like make the dollar irrelevant by turning it into like say like $1 equals 1 credit in this?
They'll probably do that.
And now your paper money literally is worth nothing.
Or they'll add incentives and shit, right? To be like, oh,
this new system, you can't use dollars for. You have to use credits.
Something like that, but that's still too early, right? They're going to have something that is going to benefit you.
Yeah.
They're going to increase...
incentivize it.
And they're going to incentivize it to the point where people are going to want it, right?
Or need it.
Yeah. So, like, people have also been speculating that these banks that are crashing are sort of like the beginning of them sort of crashing these banks intentionally to sort of spur a distrust of banking for people to start to ask for the central bank digital currencies because the banks are not trustworthy. Can we open a bank account with the Federal Reserve itself, the central bank? Can we open an account with them since they're the printers, right?
I swear they're doing a speed run to our revolution. They're gonna piss so many people off
Hey,
eventually.
dude. I mean, they're doing it gradually. So like, there's people that will be pissed off along the way, but it's like, as long as you don't piss off the majority, then you're fine. That's what they're counting
These days,
on.
what does it take to piss off the majority?
That's a good question too. It's a good question.
They'll shove a 12-inch syringe-shaped
They won't-
dildo
they
up your
won't
ass
feel
and
it.
you'll
They
take
won't-
it.
They won't feel a fucking thing. Hell, they might fucking feel pleasure. So yeah. They'll fucking feel that shit. They'll feel so okay.
They'll say, "Do it again."
They'll say, "Do it again." Pull it out and do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again. Put that shit.
So like, okay. So
that shit in my ass.
any other information or scales you have on this?
So
Besides-
it will begin formal certifications in April.
Of this
next
year.
month.
And so yeah, so basically it'll begin like all that formal like shit in April, and then I guess in May, I think. Wait, no. Wait, hold on. Production validation activities will be conducted in June for the July launch. So it'll launch officially in July. So there's that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And it says that they will require people to prove their digital identity, which will be accessible through all spectrums of healthcare, credit information, and banking directly with the Federal Reserve.
They're doing it at a good time because these millennials are fucking pussies. They'll do anything. I don't fucking care. I'll say it again. Like,
Yeah,
they'll bend backwards for the government. I swear to God.
So this is basically going to be an instant payment processing system that seeks to be the base of all digital transactions. So yeah, this is basically it. This is basically the thing.
All right.
Are you guys considered millennials?
I don't think so. I'm like Gen something. Like I'm on the like very end.
Yeah, millennials
one
are like way older. Bro.
Yeah,
They're like
millennials-
30s, right?
Like 30s, 40s.
Yeah, millennials are in their 30s. We're something else. We're like
Yeah.
Gen.
We're Gen Z.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, yeah.
Gen Z or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We're
Like,
the
if
same
you're-
generation as the TikTok kids.
Yeah. We are, aren't we?
And so like and there's also another so one of the biggest things that is sort of like scaring people with this CBDC shit is like looking at how Nigeria is doing their shit. Where like basically because like okay, when I was researching this thing, just looking up stuff, it was such a rabbit hole because I was looking into this and dude, it's some fuck shit, man. It's some big fuck shit because what they did was that they first were using this excuse of like, oh, we have these old bills and we want to change the new bills, right? So they basically had a time. They basically had a time limit on how long these old bills were going to be considered legal tender, right? Like being like for them being used to trade and shit.
Yeah.
And so the how you say this? The time hit and people were still like they were like, hold on, this is too abrupt. We still need more time to get the new bills, right?
Right.
And so while this is all happening, they're also pushing the e-Naira, which is basically there's the Naira, which is the base. This is the actual currency.
Yeah.
And then there's the e-Naira, which is the CBDC shit. And there was barely anybody using this fucking thing.
The
Like
E what? The E?
the e-Naira.
Yeah.
And this was like 0.5% of the population was using this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like, mind you, 50% of Nigerians were using cryptocurrencies already.
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
yeah, they're already using cryptocurrencies. And but 0.5% was using the CBDC shit. So to fix this, oh man, they basically decided to limit the amount of physical cash you could pull out. So you're only limited to have like $225 pulled out of your bank account, like physical cash pulled out of your bank account.
What currency
per
in
week.
Nigeria? What does?
Naira.
That's their.
That's the currency.
Okay.
Naira. Yeah. And so this is like
So
transferred
225
of
like
their currency.
of their currency.
Of their
So
currency,
Naira,
yeah.
not
Not
dollars.
ours.
Okay,
not
okay,
ours.
okay.
And $45 equivalently
To
daily.
dollars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daily.
Okay.
That's the amount they can pull out. And it's fucked because there's tons of people because like, dude, you can't just I mean, there's people. There's an example of like one lady that was in an article that was saying that she had to pay for like her daughter's medical bills and she couldn't pull out enough due to this fucking shit. Right?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the e-naira is still kind of like in its like experimental sort of phases. So I guess they couldn't really use that to pay them. So it's just all around fucked.
How do people trust something they can't hold in their hands?
I mean, of course, they don't trust it. They're being forced into it. And so, like, as of right now, it's about like a 60% increase in people using the CBDCs. But now you see, they've left them no choice. It's kind of like that phrase, we're not forcing you. You don't have to use it.
But
you're going to die if you don't.
Yeah.
You're going to starve if you don't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of shit, right?
What the fuck?
Dude, it's
when you're like fucking exiled from everything, so you basically don't have choice. Just because they're not forcing you to do it doesn't mean you won't do it.
Yeah.
Like they're not coming up and putting a gun to your head, so
Exactly.
it's not like direct force, but it's like, oh, but you can't. I don't know. Like we'll pull your ability to buy food, to pay your rent, to blah blah blah. Like I'm just giving you an example of like indirect but basically direct ways of going about shit, which I think is how they did it with for a little while, how they did it with the whole vaccine.
I don't know if they're gonna do that here without causing huge issue.
Again, they're probably gonna have a large incentive. People are still gonna complain about the idea of CBDCs.
Yeah.
But everyone else is gonna be so preoccupied because I think there's gonna be a point of extreme suffering where like there's probably gonna be more banks being closed down. It's probably gonna be more inflation, right? More of that shit, more growing pains. Grass is gonna be more expensive. Bread's gonna cost a lot more. All that shit, right? And then here comes the Fed with its glowing wings.
Here comes a savior.
Flying down and be like, hey guys, we got CBDCs. It's gonna cost a lot less. We're gonna give everyone an easy stimmy of like, I don't know, $5,000. And it cost them nothing to create this shit out of thin air.
Yeah. That's the problem.
And
it's
inflation,
not backed by gold.
And
it's fucking created out of nowhere so they can control it.
Yeah, and inflation ain't gonna be a thing because they can easily delete and remove the amount in circulation.
We can talk about what inflation really is if you want to go on a side tangent.
Like,
but in general, inflation's basically a redirection of power from every class other than very high up classes. So it takes more power, hence money from. It's a redistribution of power towards those that are already powerful that want more power.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all it fucking is. It's like it's like a tax for anyone other than the elites. It's created. Like a lot of people think that inflation is like this thing that just like happens in economics, but it's very much so created. It's created to redistribute power to I don't even want to say the rich, but to those who need more power or even want more control and power. That's all it is. Because I mean, you can think about rich people and people. I mean, that's also like perceptive. Like you can be like, oh, so the millionaires aren't getting fucked. Oh, no, the millionaires are getting fucked too. I'm talking about like billionaires and people that have so much power over things that it's not even like funny. You know what I mean? Like those people get a huge sort of boost in power. Like all inflation is, it's not really like a redistribution of wealth, it's a redistribution of power. But just a side tangent.
How is anything worth anything if there's no like value to the cryptocurrency? It's
There is
backed by anything.
It's backed by trust.
What trust?
The trust the trust between us, trust between us and them, that this paper means something.
No. I'm talking about
The CBDC.
Yeah. Where's
Same shit. The trust exists by the Fed saying this coin means something.
And the value's never gonna move because there's no value that's gonna move. It's gonna be staying at its thing. One credit equals one credit. That's never gonna change.
Pretty much, yeah.
But they could change it if they want.
I mean, if it says one,
they can literally have less to deal with to create inflation to redistribute power if they wanted to.
They could.
And they could just use lies, smoke, and shadows to like hide it. You know what I mean? It's easier to control things.
Well, with inflation doesn't necessarily like mean like the cost of things directly. It could just be like affected by like how hard things are, like certain goods are being like obtained, right? So let's say there's like a shortage on trees, right? The price of trees is gonna go up. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're like
you mean like
controlling it.
Like
it just
demand,
means
a price on demand sort of thing.
Like the demand may stay the same, but like the amount of resources to like pull that shit is probably like harder, or like there's less in circulation, so there's more demand for, which means the prices
go up.
Well, why does that happen with everything?
It's a very complicated thing, honestly.
Yeah, like the demand of milk went up. Like, no, it didn't.
Like, as of right now, inflation happened.
So why is it
inflation happened because we were printing a fuck ton of money.
We still are.
Like billions of fucking dollars in a matter of weeks.
That's how I know they're doing this on purpose. There's no way they're that stupid.
There's no way that they're that stupid yet it's still happening.
Also, money's
right?
being created, and money's just being created.
Yeah.
It's
like
just being shipped to Ukraine. Here's another $2 billion. Here's another $600 million.
A lot of money
why?
is fucking going
Why?
over there. I don't.
What do they need that shit for?
Hey.
Dude, proxy wars. Our proxy wars are expensive, man.
Yeah, proxy wars are expensive.
Damn. I see them on like videos on like YouTube and TikTok or whatever. They're just shooting ammo like it's not worth anything. They'll blast off RPG rounds in the midair. They'll do the Nazi salute. They don't give a fuck. These fucking, don't even get me started.
These motherfuckers. These fucking. Oh man.
Don't get me started, bro.
But yeah, dude. I mean, here's the thing. Why I wanted to like understand this fully was I'm out here looking for opportunities, right?
Oh shit.
You know, with every crisis, there's an opportunity, right?
Yep.
And so I'm just kind of looking for like a way out, like a back door that we could find to like sort of mitigate this shit. Mm-hmm. And this is why I also sent you that video from Anthony.
I didn't watch
Anthony
all of it.
Pompliano.
I haven't seen all of it. I've seen like a quarter of a way into it.
Yeah, but it's basically like he was interviewing this guy who basically does not really sound the alarm bells at all. He's like a very conservative guy when it comes to like spewing doom and gloom to people.
Yeah.
But he was just saying that, hey, this is gonna get a lot worse. Like he was like saying, save your money, buy Bitcoin, and a whole bunch of other shit, like hedging against the inflation of the dollar, right? And I was like looking at this, I was like, man, interesting, right? That Bitcoin is sort of seeing a sort of like resurgence a little bit, but it feels like everyone's keeping hush about it because
has it been going up? Because
it has been going up, right? But it's been fluctuating because there's either like big people who are trying to get their worth, that they could like their quick money out of it, or like other cases. But right now I think there's a resurgence in the want of in cryptocurrencies. The only problem is that right now the US is sort of cracking down on cryptocurrencies. And here's another thing, right?
They don't want any competition.
The banks that just recently collapsed, right? They were crypto friendly banks, right? And so once you think about it for a second, right, you realize that the government is actually sabotaging the crypto friendly banks, and is making the crypto friendly banks like lives a lot harder to operate.
They don't want any competition.
Basically,
they
don't like crypto at all because it takes away from them.
Yeah, it takes power away from them. It's decentralized.
Yeah, so they're sort of knocking it down, and so like
that's crazy, bro. That's no different than like fucking drug lords.
Oh,
I mean, they don't want competition. That's not healthy for them.
Yeah.
If there is another like warring gang like in their fucking area, you know how that is. I mean, we've got fucking multiple entertaining shows about this kind of shit. Like, you don't want competition.
Yeah.
So trying to take them out.
Yeah, so I was looking at that shit and I heard about that shit, and I was like, dude, that is nuts. That's actually crazy. Actually crazy. There's a known thing. I forget what the bill was called, but it was signed in by President Obama to sort of go after companies like gambling companies and other shit like that, to sort of make their lives harder for them to operate. But now that kind of clause or bill or whatever, it's being used towards the
banks,
the banks who are friendly towards crypto. It's not
under the guise
it's not a
of
clause
what,
or
I
a
wonder.
bill. It's like an operation. It's like a strategy, an in-house strategy that Obama started. But the same strategy is being used on those on those banks that are friendly with crypto. Because of course Silicon Valley Bank, I mean they're all about cryptocurrencies and shit, right? Silicon Valley in them.
So, yeah, I mean, for sure.
So yeah.
Under the guise of what was Obama's bill put in, like, oh, this is better for the people, less.
I don't know. I don't know the details on
it's
that.
blah blah blah. Gambling's not good.
Maybe,
like, why?
maybe.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
If you find it, let me know, and like
Yeah.
I can always edit like a link into the video.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Do they ever actually do anything for the people? Fuck no, they don't.
No, it serves them first, and then the people second.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, if you guys get something, that's cool, but you know, who cares?
That's pretty much it, man. That's the thing.
Last fucking presidents I cared were like in the 50s.
Oh yeah. I mean, even that's like
Stretching it.
yeah. I'm sure they cared, but like, of course, the like powers, right? Like, what do they know? It's like the what's the fucking word again? Fuck. It's like people on certain levels have certain levels of information, right? The president, you think he's the highest?
Nope, not even close.
There's people above him that work.
I
You know what
really
mean?
think that the president is just a for the people front.
It's a muppet.
Yeah,
It's a muppet,
I think
yeah.
there's people that control it.
100%.
There's
100%.
no way. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, conspiracy theorists, as much as we sound, there's definitely shadows in the background that pull things. You know what I mean?
And that idea of like the United States targeting banks was a conspiracy theory, right? Until recently it was proved it wasn't. It's just a dead-on conspiracy. It's just a fucking conspiracy
It's just a conspiracy.
fact.
But like that's again, like, so that's what's crazy about conspiracy theories is like they're crazy till they're proven that they're not,
Then nobody cares.
and then nobody cares.
And then nobody cares.
And then nobody
Exactly.
cares.
It's
It's like-
so genius, right?
It's like the conspiracy theory being a
it's so
conspiracy
genius.
theory is what makes it entertaining.
Yes.
So once it's the truth, you don't fucking care anymore.
Dude, I'm willing to bet if the moon, I don't believe this, but if the moon landing was actually fake, they can come out next week and be like, yeah, the moon landing was fake. It'll be all over the news for a week.
People will be like,
Oh,
I
100%,
don't
dude.
care.
100%.
So?
100%.
Like, what do you mean so, bro?
Like, bro, that was back in the 60s. Why do I give a fuck?
Oh my god.
100%, dude.
They can say 9/11 was staged. They can say the moon landing was fake. They can say the moon is fake. People won't give a fuck.
People won't give a fuck.
It'll take them a week. Until they moved on to some fucking thing Lizzo did.
Oh, man.
Some shit Lizzo did.
Dude, facts, bro. Oh, man.
Lizzo cut down from 15 Big Macs to 12.
Oh shit.
But the thing is, with these CBDCs, right? The assumption that these people will like actually take upon that opportunity to like take control of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not saying it in anywhere of their documents, right? But it's like if you look through history, right? If this is just gonna naturally happen. They've done it before. They're gonna do it again, right?
History rhymes, bro.
So, yeah, that's it. I mean, if you have trust in the government and in the government and the fact that they won't fuck you when given the opportunity to, like this CBDC shit is just bending everyone over and spreading everyone's cheeks towards the government, right? It's just up to the government to whip out its dick and fuck you. You know what I mean? Not to. I'm sorry to sound so vulgar, but it's just matter of fact here. They're gonna fuck you. They're gonna fuck all of us.
That's C B
D,
D
C.
B B C
CBD BBC.
CBDC BBC.
Nice. I approve.
Oh man.
Straight up the rear end, man.
Right up the.
Right.
That's
up,
the interesting thing about history, man. That's why people like discredit it, but it's good to look and study and understand it to put the patterns together and then see how it's going right now. That's why whenever I tell people about the hijacking they tried to do in the 60s, you guys ever heard about that?
Hijacking of what?
Plane to crash into a building
Mm.
in Cuba and blame it on the Cubans and then invade them.
Mm.
Oh, that sounds rather familiar.
It does, doesn't it? They told Kennedy, hey, we're going to steal 2 planes. We're going to put our operatives in there that are going to be Cuban, and they're going to crash into buildings. They're going to blame it on the Cubans, and then we're going to use it as an excuse to invade. And then...
That sounds real familiar. I can't.
Kennedy
quite.
was like...
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Kennedy was like, fuck that. And they were like, fuck your face. We're going to shoot it. We're going to blow a hole through it. Next thing you know, he's dead.
But that can't possibly.
Why? Come on, that's a little stretch, man.
Can't possibly be why.
The CIA? No way. Those guys are Boy Scouts.
Who?
Central Intelligence Agency.
CIA. What is that?
You mean the Eagle Scouts?
Yeah. What is that?
Those guys protect our freedom. What are you talking about?
What are you
here?
talking
That's what I'm
about?
saying, bro. They
They
don't.
sacrificed.
Controlled
For
demolition.
Who?
Controlled demolition. What are we talking about here?
No way.
Why buildings fall like that?
Oh.
They don't topple over. The fuck is that? Jet fuel, bro.
Yeah, bro.
God, I hate fucking conspiracy theories sometimes because they are not really conspiracies.
No. The word conspiracy means a plan. It means a plan, like behind the shadows to do like
Something.
illegal things here.
So it's not really. It's not.
So-
that it's
so-
not a conspiracy. It's that it's not a theory.
It's not a theory. Yes.
It's not a proven theory. Or no, it's not. Theory's not. It's not a proven thing, so it's just a theory.
But it is proven by documents having like documents saying this happened. This overall here, it doesn't mean it's not a conspiracy anymore when there's documents
Dude, fucking MK Ultra.
like declassified documents saying this fucking happened.
Yeah.
This is not a conspiracy. This is documented facts. This is documented conspiracy here.
Dude.
That's all it is. Right? That's what it is. it's documented. It's not a conspiracy.
Dude, they're geniuses.
They've
They're like,
redefined the word conspiracy. Dude,
We've talked about this earlier. We've
the
talked
real
about this
meaning
earlier.
of conspiracy is in the dictionary. Yet no one knows the meaning of conspiracy. They're using it as, conspiracy equals false. Conspiracy equals hearsay. Conspiracy
Yeah.
equals
Blasphemy.
blasphemy. Unverified. No! It means a plan by motherfuckers in the shadows to do illegal shit or evil shit.
they're geniuses.
Fuck.
Even with the declassified thing, they say we're going to declassify documents after like 60 years or whatever it is. They're smart. They know we can't say we're never going to declassify it.
then it's like.
Let's give them a sliver of hope.
Yeah.
So when it comes out that MK Ultra was real, they just don't give a fuck.
But now it's like the gap between conspiracy theory and then conspiracy or just conspiracy fact or just fact is like shortening because of our increase of speed of information.
I feel like more people are becoming aware.
Well, yeah, they have no choice to because of our increase of speed of information.
Yeah, so as soon as all these fucking vagina-wielding millennials die off, I feel like we'll do pretty well.
it's not the millennials,
Hey!
dude, not millennials, bro.
What?
The younger people as well.
Yeah, it's not just the.
The machine is churning more of these people out.
But the thing is
Because like the people that are your age to your left and your right, they are millennials.
No, I know, but I feel like the people that I see from my age are more aware than the people that are older. Because people that are older are already bred for this shit.
Well, yeah, but I feel like there's a more population of people your age, our age, who are just as brain dead.
But I don't know, man. I haven't met a single person from the generation
it all depends on something we all have that can see through this shit, but it has to be associated with like pattern recognition. Pattern recognition and critical thinking is like key to seeing through any sort of bullshit that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Pattern recognition and critical thinking. Pattern recognition and critical thinking. If you don't have either, your mind will go with the flow on whatever you're told.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I'm a betting man, and I bet I'll make a bet right now that Gen Z will have more people that are aware than any generation before.
You know what? I can agree with that. Because the generation after, they're fucked.
Oh, they're fucked.
They're so fucked, bro.
They're gone.
They're so fucked.
Yeah.
With TikTok, bro. With TikTok, they're fucked, man.
I thought you said TED Talk.
No, sorry. TikTok.
Yeah.
With TikTok, they are fucked.
Mm-hmm. Not old enough to realize it's bad yet. And they just keep getting forced into it by all the other kids.
For those of you who don't know, the very country that created TikTok, an extremely addictive social media app that mostly everybody you know uses. The country that created it puts time limits and controls what their own people can see from the app they made. If that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what.
Funny thing is, I'm on TikTok, and there's so many TikToks of. Did you guys see that here?
And we will use. Hey, full disclosure, we will use TikTok in the future to advertise to you. Yeah. So you can come back to this YouTube channel and watch our shit. Like, full disclosure, we'll use it.
Yeah. But did you guys hear about the Senate hearing with the TikTok executives?
I heard that was happening. I just didn't see.
Get on TikTok. It's all these people defending TikTok. Oh, bro, look at this Sigma male TikTok CEO compared to this beta male senator asking all these stupid questions. Like, do you really think they use biometric scanners?
I mean, it's just people defending the drug that they're fucking taking.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
They're really in the comments like, do you really think TikTok uses biometric scanners to track your fucking activity, bro? What the fuck? They don't do that. Dude, fun app go.
That's so stupid, bro.
You fucking dumbasses.
Yeah, man. It's like there's no.
There's no reverse question asking of a lot of people. They don't go, okay, but what if they are?
Yeah.
And then like
that requires critical thinking.
Hey, there's a level of like, reality and fear that people don't want to face.
Cognitive dissonance.
Right? Because if they go, oh, they are, that makes them uncomfortable. They don't feel uncomfortable. They choose an easy route of going like, oh, that's not true.
That's not happening, bro.
You guys have seen Wall-E, right?
Wall-E, yeah.
I haven't seen it, but
I feel like people are gonna turn into those slobs on the chairs.
Yeah.
Those fat fucks in the
that just
chairs.
shit, piss, eat, and sleep on that fucking chair.
That's the goal, bro. That's the goal. That's gonna be their uber last man.
Oh, bro. Oh, no.
Uber last man.
Dude, Nietzsche.
There's last man's everywhere.
Nietzsche could be born in 2020, and he'll commit suicide by 2023, bro. He'll be 3 years old, and he'll be like, fuck this.
Fuck this shit.
Nietzsche.
It's like all these fucking predictions. I didn't think I was going to be actually right. Fuck.
God damn it. It sucks to be right.
Sucks to be right.
Thanks, Nietzsche.
Anything else?
You fucking virgin.
US BBC?
From the US BBC.
USDS, BS,
dude, all it is these days, just different ways for the government to fuck us.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's but like the one thing I'd say is that don't lose hope. I'd say. I mean, all I can say is just don't lose hope, man.
Don't lose hope and prepare.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do is prepare, man. Try to put money into cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and other stuff like that. I'd say do more research on cryptocurrencies and see what you can do to protect yourself in these times. And because like I feel like once these CBDC starts rolling out, people are gonna be like, "Fuck no! How do we circumvent this?" And it's
gonna be too late.
There might be a sort of like agreement by a certain amount of people in the country that will accept
cash,
other currencies like cryptocurrencies instead of the CBDCs. But it'll be like sort of like, that kind of like
I get what you're saying.
You know, like that black market kind of underground shit. I feel like it might actually come to that.
What were those places? What were those places called during the Prohibition? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, they were called speakeasies.
Speakeasies.
Yeah.
Like that.
We might have speakeasies for like regular shit, for like milk.
Oh my
and
God.
shit like that, or just areas where like, hey, this is a Monero or Bitcoin safe place.
I can't fucking wait, boys. It's gonna be crazy,
bro. There's gonna be crackdowns left and right from these bot fucking policemen. When these back to blue ain't gonna be gonna be funny no more.
We got
bro.
no Great War. We got no Great Depression. We got nothing.
Oh,
This will be our event.
Yeah, we'll have something. Don't worry. Don't kid yourself. We'll have something.
Take down the government step by step, boys.
Where are we on time, bro?
We are at 40 minutes.
I'm Menendez from Black Ops 2, bro. I don't give a
fuck.
fuck.
Hey, yo.
Cordes dia, baby.
Dios míos.
Oh man, bro. But yeah, that's what we got, man. That's what we got.
All right.
That's what we got, man.
All of you, beware the coming distress due to all sorts of U.S. BBC control. Yeah, prepare yourselves, educate yourselves. We don't know everything and all the ins and outs about cryptocurrencies, but it's worth researching
and
having some of it set aside just in case.
Hey, listen. This won't be the last time I talk about this, because as I looked into this, I was like, bro, I need to know more. I need to be a student on this thing, because like I was looking at this and I was like, before I was interested in like what the fuck was Web3. Right, because everyone was
Web 3.0.
Yeah, everyone kept talking about it. I'm like, I still don't understand. Like it took me an hour to fully understand what non-fungible tokens were. Mm-hmm. Right, I still don't know what the fuck the intricacies of Ethereum and Solana and all these other fucking coins that are being demonized right now.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, if even to the point where like now countries. Now the U.S. isn't a friendly country or friendly to jurisdictions for like cryptocurrencies now. Now it's like places like Singapore, the UAE, fucking those kind of places, right? That are open to that shit. So those are like the only havens for cryptocurrencies right now.
That'll change. I feel like that'll change.
Hopefully, but it just looks like the places where lots of billionaires and millionaires are, that are sort of like wary of governments. That's where it exists.
It's allowed, and that should kind of tell you so.
Yes, exactly. So
it wouldn't be a bad time to invest in Bitcoin right now when it's crashing.
It would not be a bad time at all, especially now where there's rumblings of other shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It's the best time to invest is when it's crashing. Yep, you gotta.
But right now, it's basically already crashed. Like it's
at 27.
It crashed and it's it's right here.
Yep. It's at 27 grand right now.
You know,
it's dropped a fuck ton from where it used to.
You know, even if it raises up to 100,000,
that'd be nuts.
It doesn't mean that you necessarily sell. Also, it just means that there's more legitimization of the coin. Yeah. Which means that it would be used and traded more.
Definitely hold on to it.
You know what I mean? So you definitely have to hold on to it.
Don't be that guy that's bought he bought a pizza with 34 Bitcoins.
Yeah,
that was useless.
Yeah, instead it's going to be you buy a house.
That's the saltiest guy in the world.
He was so pissed, bro.
The saltiest guy in the world.
34 Bitcoins at its peak would be around like 400K.
I'd hang myself, bro.
I'd be so pissed,
dude. All you'd see is my feet when you walk into my room, just hanging, bro.
Bro, that got dark quick.
Dark. Wilson's feet hanging.
Nah, I wouldn't really do that.
You'd be the last guy to commit suicide.
I think suicide's for fucking pussies. But hey, that's just my fucking thing.
You can put this man through fucking the eclipse in Berserk and
yeah. That's just like.
It is what it is.
Fuck, man. But yeah, that's all I have, man.
You're gonna be Jocko.
Research this shit, man. We have to.
All right.
You must.
Invest in Bitcoins, invest in the top blokes. Your future will be secured.
Cryptocurrencies are still the way.
CBD BBC.
Stay top. Get top.
Let's do that again because I wasn't there.
Stay top.
Get top.
Peace.